Hey Emi, I'm from Astro SuperSport Malaysia. Came all the way for you, and we have like a massive number of your fans back at home. You know, they just want me to say hello to you, and just want to get some of your personal insights on certain things, areas of interest in your pro footballing career and all that. Like, I think for a start, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, good. Yes, it wasn't a good win last night, but it was a good draw. Came back late last night, and we got a quick turnaround on Sunday. So it's been good. Been really good so far.
Congratulations for the championship, by the way. To have you and squad traveling all the way from Amsterdam, and to have you all the way back at training ground the very next morning, it's quite a high demanding situation. Right? How do you see and how do you evaluate the manager's contribution to the squad so far?
It's very, very strict. It's very, demanding. The way he approached games, with the meetings, with the training sessions outside. Sometimes we had 2 hours training the day before the game. Straight after a game, we come here, and the players who didn't start the game, they will train an hour and a half and 2 hours. Keeps everyone fit. We are a little bit unlucky with injuries as well, so we need to be careful what we do outside as well in training. So it's not it's not an easy thing to be a manager for this football club, but he's certainly got something doing amazing, and we believe that we can achieve something good at the end of the season.
How would you describe your personal relationship with your boss?
It's good. He's very demanding. He's very competitive. So am I. We want to win games as much as, sometimes we agree or not on things. But if you had to pick a manager to be leading my team, it would be Unai.
Yeah, you talk about competitions right there, and being as a goalkeeper, you've certainly become one of the best in the business so far, and you have been in that number 2 position before, and you know how intense the competition could be, and now switching to that, being in the primary position of number 1. How do you actually sustain your motivation throughout?
It's difficult, but it depends the age you got. So when you're young and you're playing for a Champions League club like Aston Villa or whoever club you are, you still need to find a motivation. My motivation was to help my family from poverty when I was young. I achieved that. I played the youth level for my country, which was my dream. And as I was growing older, when my family was financially stable, then I was looking for my dreams, which is to play for my country, at least one game. But because I had to make decisions I didn't want to for helping my family, then it took me a little bit longer than I expected. But at the end, I reached it, and I ended up winning the World Cup, so I have no regrets whatsoever in my career. And if you had to do it again, I will do it again.
That's such a nice thing to hear. One thing that I think there's something fascinating about your approach towards psychology in your football career. At what exact point of your career that you think that you needed help to reach out, in a way that you would elevate your game better?
Like I said, when I was 22, 23, when my family was financially stable, I went on loan to Spain, to Getafe, and they promised me to play the games I needed to become the Arsenal number 1. And when I went there, it was when the season started, so I started on the bench, and then I found out that the manager didn't know me. He had the same agent that the goalkeeper that was playing. So I touched the bottom of my career. I was depressed. I wanted to go back home. I didn't want to play football anymore. I didn't watch any games. I was at really, really bottom in my career at the age of 23, 24. So that's when I didn't blame anyone. I only blamed myself, and I was open for help. And that was the psychology that nowadays is my own. It was working for my ex-club at the time, and then he got sacked, and then I offered him to work for me. So it's been a massive help in my career.
What was the biggest or the most important takeaway from that, the whole session of you? having the access to psychology help that you're carrying with yourself up until today?
It's, that stability, and concentration level to watch every game, and not just in football, in my personal life as well. I'm never too high when I win a game, I'm never too low when I lose, and having my childs as well, my children help me to have a purpose in life more rather than just be angry for losing a game. So I have my family stable now.
Do you often talk about the importance of getting access to psychology help? We know with your teammates, anyone that you see probably going through the same thing?
Yeah, but sometimes, you can't tell someone to do Pilates or to do yoga or to do to have their own psychology. People got their own careers, their own thinkings. Maybe players don't need them, or they don't. I did need them, and the majority of the players, there's millions and billions of players worldwide. So I'm sure that more than one needs help, mentally help, because I think in my position it's all mentally. Yeah.
Let's talk about the mastery of your mind games when it comes to penalty shootouts, which caused an uproar in the footballing scene. Actually, even forced the football lawmakers to tweak a certain rule here and there. Like, how do you personally find that, like the very fact that what you did actually caused a certain change in the footballing scene? We thought back at home in Malaysia, we talk about it. It used to be one of the biggest talking points. We find it impressive, but from your personal point of view, how do you find the whole change taking place in the footballing scene?
No, I always thought I always never say that mind game. It's for me, actually. People think it's mind games or doing something to distract them. Maybe you put a little bit more pressure on them when you do stuff like that. But I don't. If you see, I don't do it in every single pen. I just do it in key moments of the penalty shootout, and it's actually for me, to give myself more freedom and more, that power to save it. It gives me confidence. With I had the Argentinian fans behind me, and it's always myself against them, so I always feel what can I do to be fired up, and I've done it for me, not to put pressure on them.
Okay. Let's go for a little bit more fun question. So far in your career, whose jersey are you most proud of having, and could you share some favorite memories you've had with a player?
Not just one. I got every single player that I play in the World Cup in the team that they play currently. So for me, having my whole squad shirts in my house is the most precious trophy.
Now, out of all those jerseys you have in your house, and if your house, happened to be on fire, one jersey that you would say, only one?
Maradona's '86 World Cup shirt.
That's a good one. That's a good choice. Okay, last one. In the professional setting, not many footballers from the same birthplace get to play alongside in the same club in a foreign country. How would you define your friendship with Emi Martinez? Like, how close you are with him, and how do you think the friendship has helped you throughout testing times?
I didn't really know him, Emi. We shared the same agent when he was at Norwich, so I knew him because we had the same agency. But then, I found him really committed to improve himself at Villa and show himself that he can play at this level. He had a good first year, and then obviously we lost him with the ACL early on in the season when he was on fire in pre-season. It was going to be a player who was going to give us an extra boost in the low block when the team goes low block against us. We lost him for the whole season, but since that day I put a lot of respect on him. The way he is coming in every day in training, knowing inside that he's sad. He wants to be out with the team. He comes to every game. We share the same box in the stadium. Him and his wife, they're two lovely human beings that we follow him in his career always, and I always try to help him. So just praying for him to recover quick.
Thanks, Emi.